Morning still, everybody, or good afternoon. Thank you guys for being here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Erin Like. I am the founder and executive director of David Circle. I'm also a TF South alum. I graduated in 2017. I'm an alumna of Tuskegee University. I work here in the BMO Tower. I work for BMO Bank as the U.S. Program Manager for BMO's Zero Barriers to Business program. But what you see here today is a partnership between David Circle and TF South. So David Circle is a leadership development organization for adolescents in underserved communities. And we support students through innovation, scholarship, and service, which is what you'll see here today. So for the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and introduce our judges, or I'll allow the judges to introduce themselves. We can start on the left with Mike. If you want to turn your mic on, quickly introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Michael Isaac. I work at BMO as well as a retail relationship banker. I'm excited to enjoy the event today. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you. Lizzie.
I'm Elizabeth Lopez. I am founder and CEO of Tequila 1349, a small batch, single estate, additive-free premium tequila. I'm super excited to be listening to everyone's business pitches today. Thank you for having me, Erin.
Hi, I'm Marcus. I am a senior brand ambassador for Amore Rings in Chicago. Glad to be here with you guys. Thanks, Aaron, for allowing us to come out.
All right. And Christine.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christine Saffold. I'm the founder and CEO of Trauma Capital, and we connect women business owners to financing. Excited for your pitches.
All right. So round of applause for our judges. Okay. And without further ado, we're going to get into the first pitch, which will be from SIPS. So if you guys want to come on up. Here's a clicker for the slides. And then here is the microphone.
We just push them, turn them on.
Yep.
Would you like a smoothie made just the way you like it?
Yes.
Well, at SIPS, we make delicious and nutritious smoothies using our local ingredients.
Our menu caters to different diets and tastes, offering high in protein and low calorie drinks.
We're targeting busy professionals, fitness lovers, and families who want healthy snacks on the go.
Our goal isn't just to sell drinks, but to promote health, wellness in the community.
An experienced team and solid, with experienced team and solid financial plans, SIPS is set to succeed in the growing health and wellness market.
For just $15,000, you can get 10% of the company and help us on our journey to make healthy living better.
Ready to join our mission? And making healthy living easier.
One sip at a time.
Come here.
Thank you so much for your pitch. I was curious, how have sales been going so far? Have you guys started selling, or what is your plan for sales?
We're in planning right now, so we don't have any sales, but our goal for right now is about 121 smoothies sold a day,
Okay.
which would equal about 43,733 sold by the end of the year.
Great.
I wanted to ask something. I wanted to, I saw what your projected revenue is for this coming year, and you're seeking for 55,000 for a 10% value of equity, which gives you a total value of 550,000, give or take.
It's 15,000 for we had
You're
changed
asking
it.
for
It's
50.
it's
Oh, okay, not
15,000.
55,000. Oh, okay. Okay, that changes things. So what makes you different from like, let's say tropical smoothie? I feel like, they've been kind of taking over. And is it tropical? No, Smoothie King.
Kings? Yeah.
Smoothie King, yeah. You say that you guys use like local ingredients. Do you source them somewhere here in Chicago? Are you going to be working like with like farmers to ensure that you're provided
Yes.
ingredients?
So we move around places. We're out of a truck, so we move around places so we could be like in any underserviced area. That's where we're mostly going to provide in underserviced areas where they don't have a lot of Smoothie Kings, a lot of like smoothie places around. That's where we're hoping to be. And we are going to partner with many farms. There's farms out near Indiana and Dyer and Munster that we hope to work with.
Amazing. Very
How do you
amazing.
plan on selecting your locations where your truck is going to arrive?
Well, that's a good question because I noticed as like health industries and gym industries, they just boomed out of nowhere recently. So trucks near there after a workout, in my opinion, is a very good idea. Also after like school, you be in there for like about 7 to 8 hours. A smoothie there after school would be perfect for me. Or in the park if it's a really hot day. I would like a smoothie.
Could you please tell me how do you plan to track sales and track engagement so that you can potentially scale the company, maybe buy another truck?
Can you reword that question?
Yeah, just wanted to know a bit more about the business development side and how you plan to track your sales and track customer engagement.
Well, we planned on promoting our business through, like social media and things like that, like then posters around, But to track, we planned on having a financial manager to help us.
What are your price points for your smoothies?
It starts around 750.
And is there a range on how do you plan to like keep this business sustainable? What's some of the game plans around that?
For example, we planned on having like, full range of obviously what you can put into the smoothie, but also it's like we charging, little bits of, extra. Pretty much we put you get a 5 max on on like ingredients you want to put in, and then it charges based on that.
I have to say, I love what you've done with, like researching your market trends. And, I think there is such a demand right now for like fresh and organic, clean ingredients. People want to have a healthy life choice and a healthier approach. And the fact that, you'll have this food truck servicing, communities that probably don't have access, to this. I mean, here, you come here to the city, there's, a healthy juice place that is relatively expensive. So it also makes it hard for you to, kind of sustain a healthy lifestyle because you're paying, $11 to $13 for a juice. So to hear that your range starts at $7 makes like perfect sense. I think it's great. And I think it's definitely, especially if you're going for a lower calorie baseline, because, Jamba Juice is just a calorie bomber. And it'd be so great to see that. Yeah, no, I think you guys have a really good marketing plan, and an approach for this.
So what are each of your roles in the company?
Well, my role was mainly to be in charge of the trucks and make sure they're working. So for things like gas, say a tire goes out, that would be my responsibility. Also, say if we wanted to expand, say we had a goal next year and we wanted to actually expand, we'd get like another truck, at least one more truck, and some more employees. So yeah, that's pretty much my job with vehicles.
My job is like customer, dealing with customers, making sure they're all happy, making sure they all like just leave satisfied and don't forget the taste that they had with Sips.
So you're gonna be at the register.
Yeah.
My plan is to make sure everybody knows what we're doing. Make sure we're talking to every place around the city and make sure everybody's on what we do.
Got experience with social media?
We need to make sure we're talking to every location.
I was in charge of the social media and like promoting the business.
That would be you? Okay.
I'm more of on the financial end of it. So, me and the financial manager is tracking the sales that we make, the profit we're making, the expenses, of which we have to buy if it's cost of goods, to keep these trucks maintained, so it doesn't break down while we're out there, make sure the blenders, the products are fresh, things of that nature.
Have you selected a merchant through your credit card processing?
No, we haven't because we're still in planning.
So you're asking for 15,000 for a 10% equity in the business, and still in the planning phase. So for me personally, for 15,000, still in the planning phase, someone that is super excited about an alternative like for health and wellness, and someone that engages and tries to get a smoothie as often as possible for meal replacements and things like that. I like the business idea. I think that the equity is just probably a little bit too low for me for 15,000. Someone is still planning, so I would have to counter and say that I'm in, but for 15,000, I would need at least 30% equity in the business.
Sorry, I just had a quick question. Aaron, do we just tell them right now the yes or no, or do we talk about this as judges first till the end?
No, you can go right now and
Go
give
right
them
now,
your offer.
okay.
We have about 5 minutes to make a decision.
Well, I have to say, I love the idea of this enterprise. When I was looking at the business plans, I think it's great. And given that the ask is actually lower than originally, I think a 15%. In fact, if anything, you guys should probably be offering less equity for that kind of, asking. But I love it. I think your structure is great. I think, your goals are great. There's a need for it. I think it's exciting, what you have. Obviously, with the structure and ownership, comes a lot of business planning, which is what you're looking for, someone to help you find the trucks and whatnot. But I definitely like it. I like it. I would say yes to it.
Yeah, I wish you brought some smoothies with you because I want one now. I tell you what, I think you're gonna need some help with social marketing, social media. I would give you 15,000, but I would want 40%. And then I would also want to know what your level of commitment is in terms of how many hours you're going to be putting in every week. So I would give you the 15,000, but I would want 40%.
I really like what you guys have done an excellent job with the business plan. You've thought through a lot of the elements. I think it's going to be tough with their competition, so I really want to challenge you guys to think more through how you're really going to stand out in your market. I think you guys have a lot that you could work with as far as branding, as far as you all being able to engage with, your peers, right? And different types. You have an advantage versus these big corporate guys that I think you guys could really play up a lot. So I think you guys have a really, really great start here. I'm excited to see where it goes. How are you planning to use the 15,000? Like, what would be the uses that you guys would put it towards? Would it be like buying the product, I imagine, or how are you guys thinking about allocating that?
It's between, well, not between, but we're focused on getting trucks as of right now. so we can, run the business through those. And then we will also put money towards, actually buying the products we need so we can be successful.
Okay, got it. So I would be interested in probably doing the 15,000, but structured as a loan. And as you guys meet certain revenue goals, then you can pay back the loan. So I would be interested in maybe not taking equity from you guys, but giving you a loan to get started. That's the structure that would probably work for me. But as far as just, I like what you guys are doing. You've done a good job on the business plan. Just thinking through just like really how you're going to come up against these big players is going to be, I think, the big challenge. But you guys have some assets that I think you could play up to be successful.
All right, Sips, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to make a decision.
Wait,
For
before
counter.
excuse me.
Lizzie.
Did you have an offer for us?
Kind of thought we would hear all of them first, but I'd like to offer, like I said, I think there's so much potential. I think your revenue looks great and the value of the company already from what you project is great. I would definitely, I would do 10,000. I would give you 10,000 for 15% of equity.
All right, you got a minute.
Because we asked a question. Well, just but I didn't know that. Are they gonna get these?
No, but I can provide.
I'm ashamed. I don't have much. I wrote this shit.
I think it's better.
Yes. Yeah. I like the last thing. They didn't do that last time. So, because we did it Monday at school. Okay. But they didn't do all that dancing. So that was good. I like that. Exactly. Don't be shy.
All right.
Yeah, very quiet.
Okay, we'll take the 10,000 for 15% offer.
All right. Good job, guys. Good job.
Shake their hand.
You're gonna shake hands.
You just took her money. You just took
Good job. Good job. You got a name. There's a big turnaround. You got a name.
All right, up next, we're gonna have Flowing Futures. Come on down.
See that freeze up there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm here.
Good morning, Sharks. We're Flowing Futures. For all of my women in the room, as a young girl, have you ever struggled with your education of your menstrual health? Here at Flowing Futures, Here at Flowing Futures, we are a nonprofit organization that works to educate girls ages 8 to 18 about their menstrual health and how to care for their bodies. Our vision is a world where girls are empowered with the knowledge to manage their menstrual health. Once we get up and running, we would love to step into our neighboring schools around our hometown, Lansing, Illinois, such as Oak Glen, Coolidge, Revis, and Memorial, to speak to girls. Our main goal is to tell them that they are not alone. Starting your menstrual cycle can seem like you're stepping into such an unknown, and we want to offer girls a safe space to ask any questions and get advice.
With my counterpart, Caitlin, and I, we work on the social media aspect of the company. We also work with talking to the schools for the educational purposes. Did you know that 63.5% of women do not know the education of their menstrual cycle?
I did not.
Here's the statistic. We at Flink Futures go to the main source of information in school. We not only tell you the effects of your period, but why it happens, and things to look for that may be concerning. With the help of healthcare experts, we can provide accurate information in terms that girls can understand.
For this, we need funding. In order to reach more girls, in order to create these care packages, which will contain pads, tampons, and other things, such as pamphlets, in order to educate you about your menstrual health, we ask for everything. Okay. We asked for $20,000 in exchange for a seat on the board in order so you can be able to see where your money is going directly and how the outreach is reaching girls. Do you want to help us make the future more feminine?
Thank you so much for your pitch. This is clearly much needed. And I love what you all are doing. So I know that you are planning to be structured as a 501c3, right? But how do you see still funding the organization? Like, I saw that you're planning to get donations, grants, like kind of how are you thinking about, and potentially any revenue streams like events or anything like that? Just how are you seeing your company, your organization being funded? Any ideas for that?
Right. So we plan on kind of starting off with everything just kind of being free for our hometown area, just because that's where we're starting at. But once we start to branch out into like neighboring communities or something, we would like to probably charge all of the charge some of the schools, not like a large amount of money, but just something, just to make some revenue once we start to expand more.
Yeah, I think charging schools is a great idea because they've got money, right?
For sure.
And there's definitely some ways you could get in with schools, and I see that growing. There's also grants available through companies like Tampax, different partnerships.
Absolutely.
So I see a lot of growth opportunity for you all. So
At this stage, and thank you all for the pitch. I'm excited to hear more. But at this stage, what kind of or level of commitment are you looking for from a board member?
Okay. So, basically as a board member, we will be looking for more in terms of how to build a more strong infrastructure in terms of our business, because though we are, have the class in order to learn about how to function as a business wise, we would need more people who are experienced in that field and know how to properly manage funds in order for marketing. So we don't run over revenue in terms of giving these baskets out to girls who have the tampons and the pamphlets that kind of detail their sexual health. So it's more or less guidance, and you're able to see directly where your funds are going. So you know that this is going to a cost that's greater than what we believe.
I have to say, I came from a nonprofit background, and I love your company vision. I love your philosophy. I grew up, back in the 90s, so we didn't have all the avenues of being able to access, tutorials or online stuff on menstruating. I went to a Catholic school, so we didn't even have that as a choice, of course. So I can definitely identify how this is so important. I do think, however, you're like a $20,000 ask to sit on the board is high compared to what you see other non-for-profits doing. I actually sit on the board for 2 organizations, and the ask for one was 1,000, the other ask was 2,000, and I participate in.
Yeah, so
Yep.
actually, when we were doing our Shark Tank at school on Monday, our original asking price was 2,000, and we had 8 sharks that were there, and all 8 of them told us that our asking price was too low. So that is why that we raised it to 20,000, because that was kind of the lowest that one of them offered us. So honestly, it's kind of.
I guess it depends on how much, engagement you're looking for.
For sure.
I mean, I sit through like the monthly meetings, and we do quarterly tasks, that goes around, fundraising or event planning or donation seeking. I think a really great avenue for you guys would be to, get all your marketing by partnering with schools, who have this type of need. They will do it for you.
Absolutely.
And, and whatever you do put together from your board members' contributions, you use that towards administrative work. You use that to kind of fund programs where you can have programs kind of broken down into empowering education, and maybe, never spend the money on the education itself. You'll find endless people that will volunteer their time, sometimes even as board members. That's the social equity is the best thing that you can bring into a non-for-profit.
Absolutely.
And definitely, and also partner with corporate sponsors for product donations. Like, you can ask the company who makes My Doll, Tampax, Summer's Eve, the
Absolutely.
endless.
Yeah.
You're out, are you?
Men are definitely welcome. We love
welcome
to
men.
spread it to everyone. So men are always open.
I was out initially, but I enjoyed your presentation. And I know I have a friend who has a daughter who had a bad experience in school. So I don't think that I could offer you any value to your board, but I would be willing to make a donation of $10,000 to your organization to help you all out. But I don't know anything about the space. But I do have a heart for helping out others. And I think you guys are really doing something special that will help a lot of girls navigate probably a very difficult, I don't want to say period, but a very difficult time.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. It is a very difficult time. Very difficult cycle.
I would like to make an offer. I really love what you all are doing. My company focuses specifically on women, so this is my jam. And I think there needs to be a lot more support. I think women are we're half of the population, and yet we're under-resourced and underfunded.
Absolutely.
And I also think that I have specific value to offer you all as the owner of a company focused on women entrepreneurs, as well as having a background in community and economic development. I've applied for grants, so I could support you all with that, and would love to offer that support as a board member. And so I would like to offer you $15,000 that I would provide in $5,000 installments over 3 years, over a 3-year term on your board. And I'm just really excited about what you are all doing, and believe I could offer you all some value.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
I would like to offer you $2,000 to sit on the board, and all the social capital that I could bring, from connecting you with potential corporate sponsors to product donors to other organizations that, fall into the needs that you need to be able to provide, such things as tampons, pads, cramp pills, everything that we have accessible now to women. Definitely, I would love to offer you, insight into how to fundraise and how to, build engagement and partnerships with the community.
Thank you.
So it's just like this gentleman right here to my left. Obviously, I don't have any experience in this sector, but I do have 4 amazing sisters that look just like you all. And happy to make any donation that I can, which I believe would be the 15,000 that you're asking for, similar to the other counterpart at the end of the table, 5,000 per year. And then anything in addition would be contingent upon creating some type of literature that engages single dads,
Yes, absolutely.
that
Absolutely.
would be able to help them and guide them for being girl dads and being able to foster a healthier environment for them. So
Absolutely.
that's my offer.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Talk to each other now.
Traumatic experience. Dad for. He was embarrassed.
You'll be asked.
We just have a quick question. We just have a quick question for you guys. So I know that you guys were giving us donations and then you guys were actually offering a price for us. Would there be any kind of way to kind of collaborate with that, with you guys all working together, with both of you on the seat of our board and kind of collaborating with the price possibly?
Well, if you were in for the donations, I'd be in for the donations. If these two young ladies wanted to.
We would join the board.
We would do that.
Well, since my offer is much higher than my would-be fellow board members, I would want to potentially have maybe just a subcommittee with you all as a major donor or a major investor, just to be in line with my financial commitment. So if you were open to that.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to, to stay on the board for my 2,000 buy-in and obviously, offer you just, unlimited resources through, the partners that I know and help you with your fundraising committee, with your planning committee. And, I know the gentleman's donation is nice. It's a one-time thing. The social capital that I would bring forward would be for a long-term investment of building relationships. It's a hard one, Yours is great.
Thank you. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So we would like to accept the offer of you guys both being on our board and the donations, with you being in a subcommittee with us and you being on our board of directors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Great job, Flowing Futures.
Thank you so much.
All right. So up next, we have Wash and Run and Kicks by Diego. Give them a round of applause.
And I didn't have an extra one if you guys can share it. I think like share it.
Good morning, Sharks. We're at Kings San Diego and Wash and Run.
Have you ever wanted brand shoes, but they were far too expensive? Well, Kicks Diego offers the best possible prices for the most sought after shoes. Worried about receiving dirty, worn, or used shoes? But worry no longer, as a collaboration with Wash and Run, all of our shoes go through the best cleaning process available. Along with all purchases from Kicks Diego comes a 15% discount towards your own personal washing machine or Wash and Run. This is so you are able to make sure all of your shoes are top tier, even from the comfort of your own home.
Our primary market consists of sneakerheads and people that loves a clean pair of shoes. The price of shoes has risen over time due to growth and popularity.
The shoe market has been on a rise along with the sneaker resale market, valued at about $6 billion and estimated to reach $30 billion by the year 2030. With the rise of the shoe market comes a rise in the shoe care market, estimated to reach $30 billion by the year 2025. We are asking for 150,000 in order to purchase more shoes along with the manufacturer of the washing room.
And a marketing campaign to bring publicity to both businesses, and Sharks, you'll receive a return on investment and 10% equity in both businesses. So Sharks, make sure your shoes are clean and invest in Kicks Diego and Wash and Run today.
So just so I'm clear, the ask is 150,000 for 10% in equity in the company, in each business.
I'm trying to see where you guys have that, because I thought you had an ask of 400,000 for 15%. I was like, what? Am I that valued? You guys are like 2.6 million. I'm like, what?
The business plan might be outdated.
Oh, is that okay?
Really
We
Okay.
had an updated one after our last search.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
They could give you their.
I was thinking that's a lot of ask.
So that's 150,000. You have two businesses. And it's for 10% in each business?
Thank you so much for the pitch. I was wondering if you guys could share a little bit more, and maybe I'm just trying to hone in on how you guys are thinking about pricing. So you have the machine, right? And then you have the cleaning service. So could you just break that pricing down a little bit?
So I'm CEO of Kicks Diego. So we're a sneaker reselling store. So we're collaborating with Wash and Run. So they own their washing machine company for cleaning shoes. And I'm the one that has my own store for reselling shoes. So we resell shoes, clothing, we trade, we sell, and we buy.
Okay.
All right, my name is Davion. I'm the CEO of Wash and Run, and we're a washing company. I sell washing machines, the dryers, and the cleaning pods to wash the shoes.
Okay. And how much is the machine?
As on the prototype, I put it for $120.99.
Okay. And then the pods then are the $32.99. Is that
Yes,
right?
you can also buy the subscription as well, so you can get it monthly.
Okay, that's good. I like recurring revenue, so it's good to hear that you have some, streams that would be coming in monthly as well.
So what do you project your sales will be, let's say in this next coming year?
We are estimated to do $250,000 in sales.
Now, I have to ask you, this machine, I'm looking at this blueprint. It's something that how big is it? Like, is it something you place in your house next?
It's a portable washing machine. So
Portable machine, okay.
we came up with the dimensions of a 2x4, so 2 feet across and then 4 feet down.
Oh, okay, because I recently saw on Instagram, there's a thing going around about the sneaker bag, where you stick your sneakers in it and there's some sort of something that the bag itself has where then you just stick that in the washing machine? Like, how do you, in comparison to them, like, how do you stay as better?
All right, so yeah, ours is portable. It reduces energy, so we save energy. We have a solar power option as well. If you want to leave it outside, you could charge it and then you can bring it wherever you want to, and you can also wash your shoes with that. It comes with all the different settings for any material, so you don't have to worry about messing up any material, because I'm pretty sure the bag probably accommodates one. So ours accommodates all of them, and the dryer that we have as well. Usually when you put your shoes in a dryer, they get creased. So we came up with that machine, so you could just set it under like a UV light so it can dry like that.
That's brilliant. I think that's what the bag was about. It was about like creaseless, shoe after, because I have a big collection of sneakers that, from everything from like velour, your normal leather, some has embellishments. So this is a great idea. How are you planning to like advertise this? Is this, what's your like market audience for it?
So in my store, he has 10 of his washing machines sitting there for anyone that wants to, because I have a reselling store. So if anyone has any used or like really dirty shoes, they can bring it to my store and use his washing machines. And every time you buy a pair of shoes from my reselling store, you get a $15 off if you want to purchase his washing machine.
Oh, I like that. Do you guys have a picture of the machine?
Oh, I think he gave you like a little prototype.
Okay.
So their machines are in your store. Okay. And people can come and buy shoes and then they can service them with their machines in your store. Okay. So you guys do well because he has a lot of people coming in the store that need their shoes clean. Yeah, could you explain that a little bit?
All right, so on this slide,
Monthly cost, the $13.99 versus the $9.99.
okay, so with buying his shoes, if you come in and you want a one-time purchase of washing your shoes, you will pay the price of the shoe and then an additional $13.99 to wash it. Or if you want to continuously come back to the store, you would pay the $9.99 a month, and that's a one-time purchase monthly, and you can come in any day and get your shoes continuously washed.
Unlimited wash.
Yes. Yes.
But only if I buy the shoe in your store.
Yes.
Okay, what if I?
Or you could just buy the seal. Like if you have your own shoes, that's when you would pay the $13.99.
Okay.
You just come in one
For
time.
one time?
Yes.
Oh, I see. The unlimited membership is only if I purchase from you directly.
Yes. And also in his store, if you wanted to leave, because it does take a minute, if you want to leave, the washing machine's locked and your name goes across on the screen, which is on the prototype, it goes across and nobody can touch it but you.
So this ties into an app, maybe people can look at their phone.
It's a screen on the actual washing machine. So you do everything on it. It comes with different modes, the intensity of the washing machine. You can input your name on the washing machine. All of that is on the screen. It's not an app.
I got it. Okay.
Do you eventually see yourself expanding to many locations, so it's accessible to different neighborhoods? Is this, is this like because you said you're planning on selling through online, you'll have like direct to consumers and online. Your online would be just for the shoes itself, obviously. There will be no like a program where you can just ship your shoes out, get them washed and get them returned.
As of right now, no, because we want to first establish our first store in downtown Chicago because there are a lot of people along with sneakerheads. So until we are able to expand to more bigger cities, we wouldn't offer the shipping of your shoes again.
On premise. Okay.
How long is a cycle for shoes to get clean?
Okay, so you can see on the prototype paper, it goes with the different cycles and the intensity of the cycle and how long they take. I know for sure though, the drying take 18 minutes for you to dry your shoes. So if you want to leave, you know that it goes 18 minutes. Or you could add time on the washing machine if you feel like it's not, clean enough.
And just to be clear about where you guys are at in the product development process. So you have this prototype. What's next? Like, are you planning to do some 3D printing, or like what's next in your product development process?
We actually have a manufacturer who's in China where it costs us $50 to make both the washing machine and the dryer, and it's about 50 cents a pot.
$50 to make a washing machine and dryer?
That's a pretty good markup. Okay. I literally just had this problem the other day. I just bought some new shoes. I sprayed them with the spray that they gave me at the shop, and I still got some dirt on them after like 5 days. And I was like, what am I going to do? So you're literally speaking to me because I have just experienced this pain point in my own life. Because you guys are so early in the process, and because I personally don't think, I want to be completely honest with you all, I don't think I have necessarily the industry knowledge or expertise to support you all in this, besides being a customer and being able to provide the customer's perspective. I don't think I'm able to offer you as much as you're looking for, but I do want to help you get started because I see the pain point. I think you guys have a very interesting pricing model, a very interesting partnership type of model where you can work with resellers and other very interesting. I think you guys have some very interesting things going on as far as your pricing and being able to enter the market and how you've thought about partnering with people. So I really like you guys' approach. I think you've been very thoughtful about it. But because it's so early and I don't have the personal expertise, I would like to provide $25,000 for 8% of equity is my deal. We could negotiate a bit, but that's my initial thinking because that can help you guys get started, because I really want to see you guys get to the next stage of prototyping, testing, and things like that. So I think maybe that could help you all get started. So I'd like to offer $25,000 check for 8%.
And me personally, I would like to see if I can join that offer and maybe split the equity on that and add another 25,000 as well, because I do believe in this product. I see how it impacts people. I see how being able to have a pair of shoes you love and keep them fresh for as long as possible can impact the person. And my offer is only contingent upon you being able to service all shoes, because somebody may really value your service but may not be into sneakers. So I just want you to reflect on that as well. That's my offer.
I have to say, I love the concept. Like I said, I have a lot of sneakers right now. I bought that, like the doctor kit sneaker thing where you can just kind of clean it. I have a few Golden Goose, and it's a tricky one to clean because you buy them dirty. I like the way they come dirty. I don't like them to be dirtier. And I always wonder, like, how do you clean that? It has so many different kinds of fabrics into it that it's intricate. So, like the sole's supposed to be dirty, but not the other part. And it has, a little bit of velour in the top. So it's supposed to look buff, but, so I wonder, like, how specifically can that get clean? So this is great. I definitely support you as a customer. Definitely come and get a membership, with you if I was able to find shoes. I love the partnership of Kicks Diego with it because, you kind of take care of two things in one. I would offer you $25,000 for 10% of equity, and I would offer, the opportunity to help you grow through social media handles, kind of help you market it I think definitely the shoe care market is definitely exploding. We definitely do live in times where I think we've all become, everyday sneaker users, especially women now. It's a trend, where now, I'd honestly been in my sneakers today with a blazer if I just didn't know how formal this was. But yes, definitely that's what I would offer.
1 minute to solidify a deal.
I think you guys are onto something. The sneaker market is huge and it's growing. People spend a lot of money on sneakers. I was looking for a pair of Jordan 4s. Not cheap. I think you're gonna need more than 150,000. I would be willing to do 250,000, but I would want 40% of your company.
Let's start.
Okay. 30 more seconds.
All right, so we have a counter. Would you guys be willing? What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus, and you?
Lizzie.
Lizzie, would you guys be willing to work together and come up with a offer together?
What kind of offer?
That's any, because we feel like she can bring a lot to the table as well as you.
What y'all asking for is 275,000 for 50% equity, 10% going to Lizzie, and then the other 40% going to this gentleman. And that's what y'all counter with, correct?
Okay, we're thinking 250,000 for 50%, and you can buy us out later.
All right, we'll take that.
Okay.
Need those Jordan 4s.
You got my card. Let me know on Instagram. I ship out everywhere.
Oh, wow. 50%.
That's my real business. Fix that.
Diego, yeah. I feel like you saw it on Instagram.
I resell everything. I can get any shoe. I can get any shoe in any size in a week. So you guys hit me up on my Instagram. I ship out everywhere. Yeah, I got everything. No, don't buy them from stores. Buy them from me. Just text me on Instagram and let me know anything, and I got you.
All right, up next, we have Paladar de Latino America. Sorry, I butchered that. Okay. There should be.
Hello.
Hello, Sharks. Have you ever went into a Latin American restaurant and wondered if the food was actually authentic? You won't have to worry about that in Paladar de Latino America.
Over the years, Latin American restaurants has lost the traditional flavor in their food. Our products are authentic and directly imported from Latin America to guarantee the traditional flavor of Latin America. We target people 21 through 40 years of age that makes an annual salary of $65,000 through $100,000 and takes interest in different food cultures such as Latin American.
In 2012, our market size was valued at about 45.4 billion. 2022, it grew and doubled to 88.1 billion. We asked for 80,000 for 8% of our company.
We plan
80,000 for 8%.
We plan to use the majority of this money for heavy marketing campaigns such as social media and foods pop-ups. We will use this to become the fastest growing Latin American restaurant in the US. Are you ready for real Latin American food?
I gotta say, it's a little scary to see that you guys are in the negative right now.
Those might be the old financials.
Yeah.
When I got the new financials, I'm thinking, wait a second, so you guys are asking for exactly what you're minus. So, wait, I don't see, is there no revenue numbers? I don't see.
So it's 80K for what percentage?
8%.
8?
8%.
Could you please just revisit what the 80,000 would be used for? Sorry, I missed that part.
So they would be used mostly for campaigning. So we would use that to like kind of like jumpstart our sales and get our name known. So we would do like food pop-ups and parks or other places like at events, catering. Yeah.
So once you have success with that, is the goal to maybe start retail chains to offer this food, or just like?
It's just like our own restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a pop-up restaurant.
No, it's we'll start like in some places as pop-up restaurants, but we ourselves will be our own restaurant, like in Chicago, Illinois, in downtown, in our own.
Yeah. So the pop-ups are just for marketing and getting our names and our taste and traditional flavors out.
Could you help me understand where you guys are at in the market and in the process? So are you guys like fast casual, fine dining, like more of street food? Like where do you guys think you all play in terms of
It's like more professional. I'd say like a little bit more of fine dining than just like casual.
Okay,
But
that's attractive because you'll be able to charge higher prices. And where are you guys at right now in the process of development, like thinking through the menu? Like when do you plan to have your first pop-up, for example?
Hopefully by the summer, if we can get an investment. So sometime by the summer when it's feeling good outside and everybody's out enjoying the weather.
Okay, thank you.
I have to say, it's a cool concept. It is. It's what I think it's great that you're doing a pilot program by doing a pop-up first. I've seen a lot of great restaurants in Chicago start up as a pop-up, and they have like a guest chefs that come out for 3 to 6 months and offer a seasonal menu. I think it's great. I feel like Paladar de Latinoamérica, when I hear that, I hear like an array of different kinds of cuisine that falls in the Latinoamérica like aspect. However, I kind of like this concept more if it was like a truck, like maybe like something mobile, something that kind of moves from place to place where you can offer, this cuisine to different neighborhoods, to different areas of Chicago, and then maybe feature a specific cuisine and turn that seasonally, like focus on Colombian food, for the season, and then focus on Peruvian food for the season. I think it's exciting. I do think the ask is a lot for 8%. I mean, I do 80K for 20%. Have managerial input in how we run this. But that's, I think it's great. There's just a lot of polishing and a lot of, vision to kind of tighten up.
Tell me a little bit about each of your roles in your company.
So I'm basically the CEO, and I'm basically like almost the administrator here, and I also kind of help with the financials. But
I'm the accountant, so like I take count of all the profit, the cost, how many people we're planning on seeing a day, an hour, and how much we're planning on making daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly, and how much we're planning on spending on cost and budgeting.
And I'm more of the social media manager. I make sure that people know about us and we can get a word around about our.
You all have a chef?
we plan to like hire higher end chefs for different countries, because not all countries have the same menus. As like a different country can have a different meal for depending compared to other countries. So we kind of have chefs hired for that.
It'll be like a rotating chefs. You'll have
Yeah.
various chefs come in for different times.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. I think that'll engage. That's what Crumble kind of does. They're cookies, right?
Mhm.
They have rotating cookies every other week, and it keeps people coming back because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Me, as you probably can tell, I'm much more of a collaborative individual. And I think what Lizzie offered is very fair. And I would like to maybe piggyback off of her offer if she's okay with it, and splitting the $80,000 offer, going 40,000 and 40,000, and splitting the equity stake as well. And that would be my offer. Just furthermore on that, just really as well, hopefully adding her as a board member and strategic advisement on maybe doing corporate events, mobile food truck, going into different communities, just really broadcasting what your offering is and your different cuisines to these communities to bring in awareness and support from all over the city of Chicago.
I think Mike is right. I think given that this is a pilot program, I think definitely having a food truck as your pop-up would be great, just to see if there's a market for it, if there's an audience for it, because, you know, your target market of that type of salary, you know, we would expect it to dine at, you know, like a James Beard Award restaurants for that type. I would actually expect to have a rotating selection menu seasonally and have guest chefs from different countries to come, you know, and try it, kind of like what Zuko does downtown of River North. That's owned by Carlos Gaitan. He's actually the first Mexican chef to have a Michelin star restaurant. So it's something definitely you can learn from. But yeah, I'll collaborate with Mike on that.
So you all offer $80K for 10%, right?
20.
80K for 20. I would like to add on to that. So same percentage wise, but I would be adding 20,000 for an additional 5%. I would like to offer you also, I have experience being a coach for Food Lab Chicago, which is a cohort of food-based businesses based on the south side of Chicago. Been coaching them. I can help with access to capital. I think you guys will maybe need a loan, especially when you're moving into either a food truck or a brick and mortar space. So I can help you guys kind of coaching with the other type. There's City of Chicago programs where you can get grant funding. And so I have experience coaching food-based businesses and connecting them to other funding sources. So out of pocket, I would be giving 20,000 additional along with my fellow Sharks offer, and can offer that experience having coached food-based businesses in the past.
I like eating food. I like Latin food is good. You guys familiar with Chicago Gourmet? You ever heard of it?
No.
Never. Okay. I like the idea of having various chefs come in and offer their take on a particular region. I think that's what you were saying, different places. I would do 85,000, but I would want 30%.
You have 1 minute to make a decision.
Yeah, I think so too.
I now like work 5 times a week.
That's great. Hold
Collaboration.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, collaboration. I'm saying we want the collaboration, but we like your offer as well.
So which one are you
Collaboration.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just want to say thank you.
One of the. Yeah, that's what it was. Good job.
I want to partner with you, but
Yay.
Awesome job. Awesome job. Okay, so that was the last pitch of the competition, but we are going to have Quincy come up and share with you guys an opportunity about how you can possibly win some money.
I like money.
So Quincy,
I heard it.
Good job.
Good afternoon, everybody. That was good. That was good. Thank you. Hi, my name is Quincy, and I'm a junior at Walter Payton Prep and a student brand ambassador for Amore Rings. I have a question for all of you. Have you ever seen somebody that you were really interested in meeting, but you didn't know their lifestyle preference nor relationship status? Are they straight? Are they a member of the LGBTQIA plus community? Are they non-binary? Or do they have multicultural interests? Furthermore, are they single? Are they in committed relationships? Or are they on do not disturb mode? Exactly. How do you know? How do you know if you are compatible? Now, you don't have to guess, because Amore Rings answers these questions at a glance with 7 rings. The blue ring is for single heterosexual males. The pink ring identifies single heterosexual females. The multicolor ring identifies single members of the LGBTQIA plus community. The yellow ring identifies single non-binary individuals. Now the black and white ring identifies single individuals with multicultural interests. Now, the purple ring identifies couples in committed relationships with somebody special. And finally, the red ring identifies individuals who are on do not disturb mode. This means they want to be left alone. Now, before you hurry and choose your ring color at amorerings.com, peep the sleeve, everybody, peep the sleeve. I want to know one more thing. Raise your hands if you are planning on attending a post-secondary education. This could be college or trade school. All right, that's good. That's okay, more participation. That's great, actually. Seriously, that's great. So Amore Rings likes that. I want to introduce our senior brand ambassador, Marcus, to talk to you all about our $150,000 scholarship challenge. Honestly, I enjoyed all of your presentations, and I hope that you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think you got it.
All right, guys. Mr. Quincy, he is our student brand ambassador. And this year, what we're doing is a $150,000 scholarship challenge. Unlike other scholarship applications, we are not requiring anybody to write an essay. We're not requiring teacher recommendations. And you don't have to say be good in biology or math to apply for this scholarship challenge. We've broken it down into 3 sections. You buy a ring, and you determine how you want to get paid for any commissions that you make. The second thing you do is like a marathon. You qualify. You have 1 month to sell 50 rings to your friends, colleagues, whoever you want. and you get paid for every single ring that you sell. Unlike other scholarships, you just apply and you gotta wait. With us, you can make money while you participate with our scholarship challenge. The third thing is the race. You sell as many rings as you can, and we have 7 scholarships. We're giving $50,000 away to first place, $35,000 away to second, 25 to third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh place will all get $10,000 in scholarship. Those scholarships can be used for anything that you want to use them for. Tuition, fees, room, board, books, goes toward it. So you can visit us at Award Rings, go to the scholarships, select brand ambassadors for students, and get started. And we'll be there waiting for you. And hopefully we'll see one of you all win the $50,000 scholarship for the 24-25 academic year. Okay? If any of you all have any questions, so you can beat me up like I beat you all up a little while. No questions? All right, we hope to see you at awardrings.com. Okay?
All right, guys, it is officially deliberation time. So judges, you have 5 minutes to gather yourselves and choose a winner. So I'm gonna cut on some.
In the meantime, in between
Wait, is it really nasty? It's grapefruit juice. Grapefruit? Grapefruit juice. You ain't read the Bible? Oh, that's not bad. What's that grapefruit? Grapefruit? Okay, so she
All right, here she goes. All right.
All right, the results are in. Can we get a drum roll? Okay, I'm not announcing it, but we're gonna have Christine, one of our judges, announce the winners. So actually give her a drum roll or do whatever she says to do.
Okay, so first of all, on behalf of the judges, we wanted to say that you all did an amazing job. Clearly, you put a lot of thought and work into this. So we actually made a decision based on two different dimensions, one being on the financials and the deal that was made, and one being made off of the mission. So for first place, in terms of the deal and the financials, Wash and Run. And then on first place for their mission is Flowing Futures. But honestly, we thought that you all did an excellent job. You really thought through. These business plans were impressive. I have to say, I look at people who have businesses up and running, and their business plans aren't as good as this. And I'm not even just saying that. Like, you guys have really put in the work, so we applaud each of you for the work that you've put in. Very impressive. We're excited to see where you all go. So thank you for sharing your pitches with us, and we're excited for the future for all of you guys.
All right, so thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you judges for being here. Thank you to the coaches for taking the time out to be here today. Watch and Run and Flowing Futures, I'm going to get your contact information because as a part of the Shark Tank, on behalf of David Circle and some of our judges here, we're going to sponsor the legal cost of getting your business actually established. So, So before you leave, I'm gonna just get your name and your email address so we can follow up with you guys. But everybody else, I want everybody to know they did a really good job no matter what deal you made. It takes a lot of courage to be able to get up here and take a thought out of thin air and be able to articulate that and have people actually understand and interpret it. So don't take that lightly. You did what a lot of adults, wise adults, can't do. So give yourselves a round of applause and thank you guys so much for being here. Also, before you leave, you guys have certificates over there, so you can find your certificate to take with you, and we're gonna get a group picture as well before you guys have to leave. So yeah, thank you guys. Oh, and also thank you to Mr. Mosel and Ms. Barnhart as well. He's done a lot of work for the Shark Tank, so shout out to Mr. Mosel.